am Ishani and I study in class 8. I am from Prabhat Dara School, Muzaffarpur. Today, my topic is water cycle. Water cycle is also known as hydrological cycle. Before giving description on water cycle, I just want to give a brief description upon the distribution of water on Earth's surface. Approximately 97% of Earth's water is in the form of marine water in seas, oceans, saltwater lake, etc. And the fraction of rest 3% water is in the form of glaciers, groundwater, mountains, snow, etc. So, what is water cycle? Water cycle is the continuous process in which water from the ground evaporates, goes into the atmosphere and then comes back in the form of rain to the surface. This is a continuous cycle which renews the water on the earth and which is also making life possible on earth. As we know that water means oxygen plus hydrogen, which is very important for the survival of humans on the earth. There are 4 stages in the water cycle. First is evaporation, transpiration, condensation and precipitation. Evaporation. Evaporation is when water bodies such as seas, oceans, rivers are heated and then water in the gaseous form rises up in the air and then it condenses. Condensation means what? Condensation is the process of converting gaseous form of water into liquid form of water. Means gaseous form of water condenses to precipitate. Means when water vapor forms clouds and then there is collision of clouds or the clouds becomes heavier due to excess water quantity, then it precipitates. Precipitation means raining. Precipitation means rain. On the other hand, trees also give their extra water off in the atmosphere through stomata. This process is known as transpiration. And then there are water vapor. Those water vapor then again condenses and then the clouds after collision they precipitates and then precipitation occurs on the surface of earth. Water then precipitates and comes on the surface of earth. Then seawater is replenished, rivers, lakes, different water bodies are renewed and forests and trees also get water. Then this is the whole cycle in which water is renewed and replenished on earth. There are some water which falls off, like here there a mountain from which after precipitation there is surface water falling off. So now, water vapor. Water vapor forms cloud and then clouds precipitates. So what is evaporation? Evaporation is the process of converting water into gaseous form. Means water is heated and then it converts into gaseous form. We have observed that when we boil the water and we cover the boiling water vessel with a lid, then we found water droplets on the lid. What we observe is that the water is evaporated and the water droplets is absorbed on the lid. Here there is the same thing. Evaporation happens, then condensation. Condensation is the process of converting vapor, gaseous form of water into liquid form of water. And transpiration is the process through which plants remove their excess water and condensation is happened, then precipitation is rain. We have observed in the desert regions where due to avoid transpiration, cactus, acacia, agave, such trees have spiny, pricky leaves. Why? To avoid transpiration. So because they do not transpirate, there is no rain. This is also one reason. Now, observe this tree and just Think this plant of a tree and this cup of water as sea. So you can see there are leaves in this plant, and due to heat from these leaves there are stomata in these leaves, and through stomata there are stomata is what, tiny pores in the surface of leaves. Through stomata water is evaporated, and through this water vapor forms. Water is evaporated and vapor forms. Then it condensates, and then water vapor condensates. The clouds are then collide, and then precipitation happens. So in the case of trees it is called transpiration, and in the case of water bodies it is called evaporation. So what I have learned through all this is water cycle is very important for the survival of life. As I have said it earlier, water is life, and we need to save water. We need to conserve water. We need to conserve our water through rainwater harvesting and etc. And we do not have to pollute our water resources, because now water is thought to be an actual resource, but when it will be converted to a potential resource is unknown to everyone. Thank you.